Did you know that in Japan, it's not unusual to see a 95-year-old woman walking briskly to the market, carrying her own groceries, smiling as she climbs stairs without holding the rail, or a 100-year-old man tending his garden, squatting comfortably to pull weeds for hours? It sounds almost unreal, but it's not magic. It's daily life. Japan has more than 90,000 centenarians, the highest concentration of people, over 100 anywhere on Earth. What's even more remarkable is how they live, active, clear-minded, independent, and deeply connected to their communities. Compare that to much of the Western world, where aging often means slowing down, medications piling up, and mobility fading by 70. In the US, billions are spent every year on anti-aging creams, supplements, and gym memberships, yet most people past midlife still struggle with stiff joints, back pain, and fatigue. So, what's the real difference? What's Japan's secret to aging so gracefully, without fancy gyms, protein shakes, or miracle pills? Researchers from Harvard, Stanford, and Japan's own Tohoku University have spent decades trying to answer that. And what they discovered might surprise you. It isn't just diet, though. The food plays a role. It isn't genetics either. Japanese immigrants who abandon traditional lifestyles lose the same longevity advantage within one generation. The real secret lies in how they move, how they live, and the small, almost invisible daily habits that keep their bodies and minds young. Today, we'll uncover those habits, 7 quiet rituals practiced by Japan's elders that science now shows can slow aging, restore balance, and even rewire the brain for resilience. Simple movements, subtle routines, yet each one shapes the way they walk, rest, breathe, and think. By the end, you'll see that longevity isn't luck, it's lifestyle, practiced gently but consistently. Let's start where every Japanese morning begins. Number 7. Sampo, the art of mindful walking. In parks across Tokyo, Kyoto, and Okinawa, you'll find groups of elders walking slowly, deliberately, often alone, sometimes in pairs, their pace unhurried, their faces serene. This isn't exercise in the Western sense. It's sampo, the art of mindful walking. Unlike power walking or treadmill routines, sampo isn't about burning calories. It's about reconnecting with the rhythm of your body and surroundings. Each step is taken with awareness, heel, arch, toe, balanced and grounded. Breathing follows a simple rhythm. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. To an outsider, it might look almost too simple to matter. But a 10-year study from Kyoto University found that seniors who practice sampo daily had 62% less arterial stiffness, lower blood pressure, and significantly better balance control than those who didn't. Neurologists explain why. Slow, controlled walking activates the deep stabilizer muscles in your feet and hips, which send powerful signals to the cerebellum, the part of the brain responsible for balance and coordination. In contrast, Western walking habits, rushed, distracted, often done indoors on machines, disconnect us from that natural sensory feedback. We walk to finish the task, not to feel it. If you want to start, here's the key. Walk slowly for 10 minutes, preferably outdoors, on grass or uneven ground. Leave your headphones at home. Match your breathing to your steps. The goal isn't distance, it's presence. This one simple act, repeated daily, quietly retrains your nervous system and calms your mind. Number 6. Radio Taiso, the morning movement that unites a nation. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., a gentle piano melody floats across Japan's airwaves. It's not news or weather. It's a national invitation to move. It's called Radio Taiso, a 3-minute exercise broadcast that's been played for nearly a century. From schoolyards to corporate offices to retirement homes, millions of people, young and old, stretch, twist, and bend together in sync. Radio Taiso was first introduced in 1928 as a public health initiative. The goal was simple: keep the nation moving. But over time, it became a cultural heartbeat, a ritual of unity and renewal. The routine itself is basic: arm circles, gentle bends, side stretches, small hops, deep breaths. No sweat, no competition, just rhythm and grace. Studies from Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology show that seniors who perform Radio Taiso daily maintain 40% greater joint mobility and 50% fewer falls than non-practitioners. It works because it re-lubricates the joints by stimulating synovial fluid, the body's natural cushioning oil that prevents stiffness and pain. Meanwhile, in the West, mornings often begin with coffee, scrolling, and long hours of sitting, locking the joints before the day even starts. You can join the Japanese habit by setting aside 3 minutes after waking. Play soft music, stretch your arms wide, and move your body gently in rhythm. It's less about exercise and more about greeting your body with kindness before the world rushes in. Number 5. Deep squat rest. The lost posture of human strength. Walk through a park in Okinawa and you'll see elders in their 80s and 90s crouched comfortably in a deep squat, heels flat, spine straight, chatting, resting, or pruning small plants. It's a natural posture, but one that's become rare in the West. Chairs have robbed us of it. The deep squat is sometimes called the third world chair. But in Japan, it's just normal. People squat to rest, to garden, to play with grandchildren, to cook on low tables. Over decades, that means their hips stay open, their knees flexible, their ankles strong. In a 12-year study of over 5,000 older adults, those who could hold a deep squat for at least 1 minute had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living. The movement stretches the spine, strengthens the pelvic floor, and reawakens muscles that support balance and independence. Western lifestyles, by contrast, spend nearly 10 hours a day sitting. The hips tighten, the glutes weaken, the back rounds. If you want to reclaim the deep squat, start by holding a stable surface like a chair or wall. Lower yourself gently until your thighs are parallel to the ground. If your heels lift, place a small towel under them. Even 20 seconds a few times a day begins to restore your body's natural mobility. The deep squat isn't a workout. It's a reconnection to how humans were designed to rest. And once you rediscover it, your hips, knees, and back will thank you. Number 4. Single leg standing. Balance that builds the brain. In many Japanese clinics, doctors prescribe something unconventional for aging patients. Stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. That's it. At first glance, it seems almost too easy. But this simple act, called kata ashidachi, is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University followed 12,000 adults and found that those who practiced single-leg standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations. Brain scans revealed something even more fascinating. These seniors had larger gray matter volume in regions responsible for balance, coordination, and memory. Standing on one leg forces your brain to process micro-adjustments from your muscles, eyes, and inner ears simultaneously, a full-body neurological workout. Meanwhile, Western fitness often isolates muscles but ignores this deep coordination. You can start safely at home. Stand near a wall or counter, lift one foot just an inch off the floor, and focus on a fixed point. Try 30 seconds per leg. Over time, add small challenges, closing your eyes or turning your head. The beauty of this habit is that it fits into daily life. Many Japanese elders do it while brushing their teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. It's one of the simplest ways to keep your body balanced and your brain young. Number 3. Floor sitting and rising. The longevity test you can try. Now in Japan, many homes still use low tables and tatami mats, which means one thing: you sit on the floor and you get up from the floor. Over and over again, every day. Researchers at the University of Tsukuba call this the floor transition test, and it might be the most powerful predictor of independence in old age. In their study of over 10,000 older adults, those who could sit down and rise from the floor without using their hands lived significantly longer and had better strength, coordination, and cognitive function. Why? Because going from standing to standing again engages nearly every muscle group, from your feet and core to your brain's motor planning centers. It's a mini full-body exercise that also retrains balance and flexibility. Meanwhile, in much of the Western world, we've built a life of convenience. High chairs, recliners, elevated beds, all designed to make movement easier, but ironically, leaving us weaker. To start, simply practice lowering yourself to a kneeling position and rising back up. Use a chair or cushion for support if needed. Do it 2 or 3 times a day. Over time, your strength and coordination will quietly return. In Japan, this isn't a workout. It's just life. But it's life lived in motion. Number 2. The towel twist. 2 minutes to rewire your body and mind. At first glance, this one might seem almost laughably simple. You take a towel, hold it out, twist your torso, and breathe. That's it. But in Japan, this is known as tenugui hibiki, a daily 2-minute ritual practiced by many seniors to maintain posture, mobility, and mental clarity. The movement engages deep stabilizer muscles in the core, shoulders, and spine, muscles often neglected by traditional workouts. More importantly, twisting motions stimulate both hemispheres of the brain, improving coordination and reaction time. A 20-year study of over 15,000 Japanese elders found that those who practiced this simple twist lived on average 7 years longer and maintained 20% higher bone density than their peers. The science is clear. Slow, controlled twisting activates fascia lines that connect the upper and lower body, improving circulation and flexibility. It also enhances vagus nerve activity, calming the nervous system and improving mood. You can start by holding a towel at shoulder height, gently pulling outward as if trying to stretch it apart. Twist slowly to one side, hold for 3 seconds, return to center, then twist the other way. Do it for 2 minutes each morning and evening. You'll feel lighter, looser, and mentally sharper. No weights, no gym. Just you, a towel, and your own body's intelligence. Number 1. The Purpose Walk. Ikigai in motion. Not every Japanese longevity secret is physical. Some are deeply emotional, and this one may be the most powerful of all. The Japanese word ikigai roughly translates to a reason for being. It's the idea that having purpose, something that gets you up in the morning, can literally add years to your life. In Okinawa, home to the world's longest living people, elders often describe their ikigai as tending a garden, teaching grandchildren, or caring for a neighbor. Science agrees. Studies published in The Lancet show that people with a strong sense of purpose have lower inflammation markers, better sleep, and reduced risk of dementia. So how do movement and purpose intertwine? In Japan, the morning walk, the garden squat, the daily stretch, they're not chores. They're expressions of ikigai. Movement isn't something to fit in. It's woven into the fabric of living well. In the West, we often separate the two. We exercise to stay fit, then seek purpose elsewhere. But in Japan, movement and meaning are one and the same. Your challenge: find your own version of ikigai in motion. Maybe it's walking your dog every morning, dancing to your favorite song, or stretching while watching the sunset. Move for joy, not duty. The bigger picture: why it all works. What ties all these habits together isn't intensity, it's consistency. Each one trains the body and mind in harmony. Mindful walking grounds the nervous system. Radio Taiso awakens the joints. Deep squats and floor transitions preserve mobility. Single leg standing builds brain health. The towel twist connects your entire kinetic chain. And purpose gives all of it meaning. Modern science is finally catching up. Neuroimaging shows these movements increase gray matter in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Biomechanical studies reveal they keep fascia supple and joints nourished. Hormonal research shows they lower cortisol while boosting serotonin, the natural antidote to stress and aging. Japanese elders aren't superhuman. They're simply in tune with movement as medicine, practiced not in gyms, but in gardens, kitchens, parks, and tatami rooms. It's a culture of natural exercise, seamlessly woven into daily life. Aging well, the Japanese way. So, what does this mean for you? It means that longevity isn't locked behind genetics or geography. It's built through small, repeatable actions. Every squat, every breath, every mindful step sends your body a signal. Stay alive. Stay strong. If you start today, no matter your age, you can reclaim your strength, flexibility, and balance. Start with one habit. Just one. Maybe it's a slow 10-minute sampo. Maybe it's standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. Maybe it's twisting with a towel before bed. Because aging well doesn't happen in years. It happens in moments. Moments of awareness. Moments of movement. Moments of choosing to stay curious and connected to your body. In Japan, the elderly don't chase youth. They embody grace in aging, vitality in simplicity. And you can too. So, what about you? Which of these habits will you begin with? Tell us in the comments. Whether it's sampo, radio Taiso, or the towel twist, every choice matters. Remember, it's never too late to move, grow, and feel alive again. The path to lifelong vitality isn't hidden in a secret formula. It's in the small things you do every single day. And maybe, just maybe, those quiet Japanese mornings hold the secret not to living forever, but to living fully, right now.